Good evening, everybody. How is everyone today? Fridays. Are you bored? Having a hard time dealing with self-isolation? Are you depressed, drinking too much, watching far too much online content? Well, me too. We all are. This is just how things are now. This is just the way the world is. But sit back, relax, have a drink, hang out. We're here for you in this time of need and depression. I'm sad, just like you. You're listening to the world's greatest DJ, Wine Ant Slayer, professional pogo stick champion, and your best friend, Julian Orbit. Tonight's movie review segment is Carriers. No, it isn't. It's Sound and Fury. Who wrote this script? Sound and Fury, 2019. Directed by like 5 or 6 different people. There's a lot of love in this film. It's written by Junpei Mizusaki, based on a short story by Sturgill Simpson, and he is the artist who provided the music. Well, I believe the music provided the artistry. It's one to think about, guys. Starring Chiyuki Kanazawa. That's it, as she's known for this movie. And joining us tonight in this order, rising superstar Twitch.tv, Tronixization, rising star of Mixer.com, Tronixization, one of the biggest hits on Twitter, Tronixization, millions of followers. Guys, you got to get over to his page, click follow, click like, get in there, hit subscribe, go over to his YouTube, hit subscribe right now. And while you're at it, hit subscribe right here. What are you doing watching this without subscribing? It's free. Get in there, people. And Stairmasters alumni and Twitch broadcaster, Snicko, Mobius, Mobobius, but always in our hearts, good old Roy. Be sure to head on over to his Twitch channel and drop a follow. Get on his YouTube. You got to hit subscribe on that stuff. You can watch him play piano. It's amazing content. And it's free for you in your time of need. All right, let's get our boys going here. Hey guys, hope you
Howdy.
enjoyed the intros.
Hello.
How's everyone doing on Friday night?
Fan-freaking-tastic.
It's Friday night.
Let's party.
I had quite the adventure today that you know about.
Yes, we did have an adventure today. We went to
I didn't.
Walmart.
The audience doesn't know.
Left the house, went to Walmart.
Yep.
Did you get in line?
There was
Oh,
no
yeah.
line.
There was no line. You could just
What?
walk in. I know. What's going on?
I
What's up with
know.
that?
I know the days to go.
Yeah, we figured it out. We've cracked the code.
Don't go on Monday.
Don't go on Monday. It's very simple. Yeah. Cracking codes and slaying wine ants. That's us tonight. Hey. Oh, don't sing that song. I've been singing it for like half an hour.
Cut it out.
Gotta cut it out. Gotta cut that out. Can't help it though. It's infectious. It's a very infectious song.
Like Zardoz.
Like Zardoz. It's just like Zardoz. So, how's your day there, Mabobius? How you doing? Tell me how you doing. You doing good as hell?
The bike needs some carb work.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Is it clogged up or?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take the carb apart and clean it.
Oh man. Are you gonna rejet that thing?
No.
Come
I think I clean it. I think just to clean it, dude.
Rejet the carb. Get some more power in that sucker. You can do it. I believe in you.
Power.
I believe in you. That's right.
Ah.
Power. Hoo. Check out this awesome shirt I got, guys. vintage.
That's making me want to sing
Coca-Cola.
another song that we're not allowed to
Yeah,
sing.
me too. I think that's free to like.
Donovan? No, he'll sue us.
Oh,
That guy, that guy hasn't had hits since the '60s. He's just like waiting. He's itching. He's like, get them,
Sing
get
my
them,
song
boys.
on your YouTube.
imagine.
You can come, but we're not making money off this, so.
Yeah, but at least we're so happy together.
We are.
Mhm.
I'm just mad about Saffron, and Saffron is mad about me.
And they call you what? Can you lift your shirt up again?
Oh,
And
yeah.
they call me.
They call me Mellow Yellow
Malo
because
Yellow? Who's Malo Yellow?
because I
And-
smoked banana peels.
It's
That's why.
electric.
Electric Lemon?
No, electric eyewear from California.
I like horses.
That's why you keep one over your nip.
Yeah, when you're rubbing one out on the old nipple there.
Oh, yeah. It's my little nipple stallion.
Nibbly. Hey. But yeah, that the song Mellow Yellow, that's actually about smoking banana peels. Believe it or not. Yeah. That's why they call him Mellow Yellow. Donovan,
So it has,
quite the trip.
it
Quite
has
the
an
trip.
effect on you?
Kind of. It's actually pretty gross.
Especially if you get bit by the spider that's on that there banana peel.
That's right.
Didn't we have a little running joke about thousands, tens, thousands of bananas or something like that?
Maybe? All I know is I got my bangs in my eyes. Hey, oh, almost sang the song. Uh-oh.
Quit it.
Hello.
All right, let's move on to the review. Let's try it. Let's check it out, boys. So
Let's get it going.
let's get things rolling here. So, my first initial thoughts, is that real?
Yeah, that looked actually at the beginning of the movie here when I saw the car pulling out and everything, I
Mhm.
forgot that it was an anime.
Me too. I thought that was a real car.
It looks so dead on for the Challenger that
Yeah. Is it a Challenger? I think it's a Challenger, right?
it's a Challenger.
It's definitely a Challenger.
I think it's a new Challenger too, not the old one.
Yeah. That was pretty cool. What's
Now there
Mobius
was
saying?
two
Oh, he
different
disappeared.
Challengers
Right.
drawn for this.
Right. So yeah, this is right at the opening, and that's the one thing about this is that there's no real continuity,
Continuity.
continuity.
I don't know. Continuity? Is that the
What
word?
Well, there's continuity, but there's the time continue.
There-
Doesn't
there's-
matter.
There's no
It's
flow.
going
It
everywhere.
bounces.
Yeah,
Bounces here, bounces there, bounces everywhere.
yeah,
It's like
you
a
don't
slinky.
really know.
it's like a
no
slinky
idea.
going down some stairs.
I wonder what program they used to make this.
Oh, to animate it? Who
Paper
knows?
and pen.
I would actually say watercolors at one point as well.
Yeah, there's a different media for every song.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, the artwork looked different per portion, so
I don't know if it was a different set of animators. I didn't see that in the credits.
it's really hard to find this stuff about like get that kind of information about the film, but
the information for the film seems pretty closed off. IMDb's got nothing.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been done before. I'm sure it's been done where it's not just a music, because I mean basically it's a music video. But
Yeah,
it's a music video for a whole album.
Yeah, Daft Punk did it.
yeah, Daft Punk did this
Okay, yeah,
with
Daft Punk.
Interstellar.
Interstellar 555, the secret of the secret star system or whatever. I can't remember. The fives represent an S, but Daft Punk did this with their album for Discovery.
Yeah.
And when that came out, that blew my mind that something like that even existed. And to know that in 2019, okay, everyone listening, I'm going to go on a little bit of a tirade here like I do. But you guys, your generation, finally has something cool. So embrace it, please. This is awesome. This is your version of The Wall. Get in there, people. You gotta watch this. Support Sturgill Simpson. I didn't even know who the hell this guy was, and now I'm a huge fan. How about you? No?
Who, me?
Okay.
I didn't mind his music, but
Sturgill Simpson, age 41. Can't believe that either, but, well, you know. Is he a millennial? Maybe.
No.
no, he's too old.
Yeah.
No. I thought millennials started 77 or 78.
Uh-uh.
No, 80 something. 80.
I'm on the cusp of being a millennial, but I think they call me the MTV generation because I'm
83,
right
84.
before millennials start.
Yeah.
So I'm between X and millennials. So I'm like
Well, I ain't no Gen Xer.
I'm
Fuck
like
you.
I'm 2 to 3 years. There's 2 to 3 years between X and
Yeah, I think all
millennials
three
that are
of us
called
are.
cuspers, and I'm in the cusper area. That's not a millennial, not Gen X. I'm right between the two.
I forget what they call it. There's like articles upon
Y
articles about
YTV
our
generation
generation.
or MTV generation.
YTV. God,
Yeah.
no. Although,
That
when
hurt.
YTV first started, they had Tommy Guerrero's cousin on there. Pro skateboarder, by the way.
That was
Phil
very
Guerrero.
loud in my ears when I did that.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
Do, 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 do. Oh, I got that song in my head. Don't do it.
But yeah, there's 3 or 4 years of cusper between Gen X and millennials, and I'm like smack dab in it.
Smack dab in the middle. Smack dabbing around.
Stuck
Okay.
in the middle with you.
I absolutely love the video for that. In fact, the Reservoir Dogs soundtrack, if you watch the videos, they're just amazing. It's like just being on acid. I love it. Speaking of being on acid, let's move on. So there's the perennial version, I'd say, of the car that we recognize through most of the film after it's been
I thought it was 2 different cars.
heavily modified. I can't tell you, man. It's, it doesn't need to make sense. It just needs to be rock and roll and kick ass. And we got a lot of that here. Got a lot of rock and roll and kick ass and synths. Lots of synths. So like you look up information on this guy and people are like, "Oh, he's a country singer." Is he?
No, he's not.
I was getting like maybe some sort of cyber
Okay.
rockabilly
Oh.
stuff.
Who were those guys?
Tell us.
Just
Tell
a
everyone
second.
all about it.
Now I gotta look up a band real quick, and I don't know the name of them, so
You can ponder this. You can work it out. He's so mellow. Boom, boom. Mm-mm. Oh, almost did it, guys. Damn it. Use your brain.
I don't think it's the White Stripes, but
No, I wouldn't put this with White Stripes whatsoever. Come on, dude. We got to keep moving here.
Come on! I saw them. They're a local band, and they even played in Whitecourt. They play like bars and stuff.
No idea. Anyhow,
They're good, but I forget their name right now.
this one's called Here Comes the Nukes. I thought this was really well animated, and the music was just killer. Like, whoa. And this one's called Here They Come. They're walking down the street. Da, 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 da. Don't do it. Don't do it, buddy. So tempted. I don't know about you guys, but I'm in a great mood today. How about you?
Fantastic! I left the house. First time in like 2.5 weeks or something.
Yeah, it feels good. Sunshine. Seeing the sky, and there's clouds. I forgot about clouds. It's a bleak world when you forget what clouds are like.
And rain.
And sunshine. Wow. Makes you feel good. Moving on. Boom. I thought this was just like everything, the imagery here.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite visuals from the whole thing. I really liked the anime. Well, I liked it all, but
Hmm.
this part was, I thought, the most polished.
I was getting a little, I'd say like a heavy metal vibe. I don't
Totally.
mean the music. I mean the
Yeah, yeah,
animated film, people.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, okay, this is badass. And that's a term I'm going to be using a lot because I feel this is very badass. It was killer. And I'll zoom in there a little bit. If you, can you see where they're driving to?
Hope.
Or
No, I
BC.
hope. I see hope.
Hope. That's
Hope
right.
BC.
A map to hope. That's what he
Hope
named that one.
BC. Do you think it's Hope BC?
That's what I thought.
Hmm.
I thought he was driving through the states to Hope.
Well,
Yeah,
there you
it's
go.
funny. I played a game back in the day, Neverwinter Nights. It was like um,
Tell us about it.
right after Baldur's Gate. There was a game called Neverwinter Nights, and it had really robust online community, and it had a lot of custom maps where people would play, and Hope um, was probably like this area on this module called Amphilia. That's a shout out to Amphilia. Um, but Hope Canyon,
Hope
and it was
Canyon.
called Hope Canyon, and it was where all the deadliest, most fearsome undead hung out. And yeah, if you were going to Hope Canyon, you'd better be ready to die. It was crazy. Anyway,
Now,
Hope.
I don't want to cut you off, but
It's like a double entendre.
didn't Icewind Dale come out after Baldur's Gate, or
Yes, I believe so. And they
gotcha,
both have
bitch?
remakes, or not remakes, remasters. I think now.
Really?
I
I'm
believe. Yeah, the Baldur's
probably
Gate remaster is either coming out or it's already just come out. I don't know.
truly interesting. So yeah, abandon all hope. I like that
Ye
photo.
who enter here.
Yes, abandon all hope.
You might as
The
well just call
gates
that.
of hell.
You might as well just call it purgatory.
See, after watching this, this is just how I feel. Yeah,
Okay, Clint.
let's paint the town red. I know, right? Like I know people are that's also a saying for going out and partying, right? But in this case, I feel it was more of like a callback to the Clint Eastwood film where he paints the town red.
And renames it Hell.
Exactly.
Changes the sign. Population. You. Ah, good movie.
I know that there's so much going on in this film. I've watched it 3 times now just because, and I normally don't watch anything 3 times unless I'm super drunk the first time. But yeah, I'm telling you, you don't need alcohol for this film. You need a lot of psychedelics. My God, I can't even believe this exists in this day and age. It's so good. I
It's kind of
know.
like a western, really.
It was. The imagery was there for sure.
I mean, if the whole. I mean, there is a plot. It's kind of disjoined, but
Well,
there's
I was
definitely a plot, and this is where you start to see
the continuum of it is
yeah, where they're going with it. I mean, they've painted a picture by this point, and now you're okay. We're in this post-apocalyptic. I think that that because that person's using a paper map, that it was probably some EMP, some nuclear EMP bomb
right.
that ruined that area and messed up all the electronics. There's no internet. Obviously, there's. I don't know that there's any kind of communication at all
Then how would that car be running?
because it's an old car. It's carbureted.
That's not an old car. That's a new model.
What that?
Look at the body line.
I can't tell if it's the old Charger or if it's a Charger or a Challenger.
Okay,
That's where I'm at.
look at the back panel right behind the window. The old Chargers did not have a meter of panel.
Right, because they weren't based on a four-door platform. Da 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 da. Ah, let's talk about cars. Either way, after an EMP, you can still start.
As long
No,
as it's not, as long
it's
as it's turned off while the EMP hits
if there's
and
still electronics
act-
running, and you just see
actually
you get
powered
frayed.
off. Maybe the battery was out.
See, then I'd be okay. But yeah, there's still systems running. That's how we have car alarms and sensors and stuff. They're still running even when you're out of the car. They're low voltage, but I don't know.
But
We're getting
then-
into semantics that don't matter.
Then again, if you have parts that weren't plugged into anything, you could just put them into the car to replace the fried parts and go.
Maybe this has a full-on engine swap. Well, we're
Yeah,
gonna
it
get
could
to
be
that
an old
anyhow.
350 with a carb in it.
Who knows? Well, actually, we do know. We've all watched the movie. We know the answers to this. They're coming though, and we're not going to spoil them quite yet. But that picture is called "Is This Ever Badass?" Right here. I couldn't believe the rendering once again. I'm like, is that real? 'Cause who did this guy pay? Who did Elektra Records pay to make this? Because this is
Very well
effort.
done.
No, the whole time I was trying to figure out what areas and what cities. Like, the opening scene was obviously like
It's
going
gotta be
through
Tokyo.
Nevada or something like that, right?
I think it's Nevada, yeah. or
This
something.
I don't know because I don't know any city in the world that's got roads over ocean like that.
Yeah, I don't think there's any landmass at all.
Singapore.
Singapore?
Yeah.
So could this be Singapore?
It could be, or we're in the future. Who knows where it is? This could be
And-
LA, so far as we know.
A little further on, I'll tell you what city I think that one is.
All right. So now we get into it. The animation style completely changes to like watercolor. The music kicks in, and this guy is hammering down to the drum beat. I love things that sync up. I'm a DJ, so when things sync up to beats, it makes me happy.
This is why I put dance music on when I work out.
That's right.
4/4 drum beat while you're lifting.
Nothing like it. Put on some hard house. Yeah.
Just lift to the beat.
So in this scene here, they're building something. We don't quite know what though.
They're forging
At
weapons.
this point.
We don't know because it's the symbolism in these scenes too. It's almost like industrialization is here to take over.
What
And these
is
guys
the
are living in the past.
Symbolism.
Symbolism. That's right. So this one here, I titled, I think, "Enter the Bad Guy." Yes, and he makes an entrance.
Pop goes the
Yeah.
weasel.
That guy was just sweeping the
Nice.
steps, and
He's
he's like,
happy to see him. He's like, "Hello."
"Hey, mister."
Mm-hmm. Like, "Hey."
Unflinching. This unflinching villain.
And I absolutely love this style of animation.
This guy is straight out of Reservoir Dogs, so come on.
He's straight out of.
He kind of looks like you, Sean.
I'd never do
Little
my
bit.
hair like that.
If
Come
you
on.
if your hair was like that.
I would never do my hair like that.
My hair is almost like that.
Soon enough, people.
Another
Soon
month.
enough. Hey.
I got a
Anyhow,
razor.
I was getting to this guy straight out of like Cowboy Bebop, like the style of this, you know, it has that feel to it, and that's my favorite type of anime. What anime do you guys like? Let's get into it.
Like my favorite all time.
Uratsaka Doji.
Never heard of it.
You've never heard of Uratsaka Doji?
No, sorry.
Oh man.
So my favorite's actually stuck between two because I love them both.
Okay, let's hear it.
Gundam Wing Zero
Oh, yeah, me too.
has to be Zero. The other ones
Unwatchable garbage.
and and
And oh, we're getting a demonstration. I can't
Ghost
read that.
in the Shell.
Oh, Ghost in the Shell.
Standalone complex.
Nice.
I have no idea.
That's really, really, really good.
I know what Ghost in the Shell is, but
Yeah,
what makes that special? Other than it's in a very nice tin.
It's the full.
it's everything.
It's everything from that particular set of Ghost in the Shell. Every episode.
There's episodic Ghost in the Shell. I
Yes.
thought there was just like 2 movies.
No.
No,
There's
there's a TV show.
episodes, then
Yeah.
3 movies, and then they have more episodes of. It's not the same Ghost in the Shell. It's like spin-off.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
And the spin-offs on Netflix and stuff right now. So.
What did you think of Armitage 3, which is sort of like Ghost in the Shell?
Armitage 3?
The chick from Saved by the Bell who was in Showgirls, she did the voice in that. And so did like Kiefer Sutherland.
I didn't watch it.
You've seen it. I had it on VHS. We watched it about 100 times.
Which? Sorry?
Armitage 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No,
Another classic one. I'm an encyclopedia of like
This one.
90s and 70s, 80s, and 90s anime. I'm like an encyclopedia.
Yeah, watching Armitage 3, guess what, internet? I was woke before y'all was woke.
Yeah,
She was a
first.
badass android.
What you eating, Roy?
Dog biscuits.
Cookies. Good for you. So, let's move on and not be disruptive. Thank you.
As we're all over the place.
I named this one Some Junkie Bitch. Looks like a junkie bitch.
Well, he's got it right into his nose.
He's mainlining this stuff.
It's not even breathing air.
Yeah, screw it. All I need is this purple stuff. And I called this one purple meth. Like, what is he smoking? Purple meth? What is this stuff? It seems to be like what everyone's like driven for. No, it's not poison because we'll get into it. Spoil it. Everyone
Then
watch it. It's 100% spoilers.
Why did it kill this dude? Why is he covering his face going, ah?
I don't know. Maybe the first time you do the drug, it's very harmful, or I don't know.
Maybe
I think
build up a tolerance?
everything in this is symbolism. Those guys symbolize something. That smoke that he's blowing at them symbolizes something.
Right.
Maybe monetization or something to do with greed.
Right.
Gluttony.
It's come in and it's corrupted, and he's come there and he's corrupted these workers, these people that symbolize something.
Pureness.
Well, they're from the old ways. That's what I have in my notes here. Like,
So the old ways have been corrupted by this pollution.
well, I feel they're there to destroy it with industrialization, and that's actually what I named the next photo. Industrialization is too strong. Look at this guy. He's single-handedly taking these guys on, and just they try to fight back, and they seem like they're
Not doing too
martial
well.
arts masters, or who knows, right?
Yeah, but they're fighting them with, like,
Clubs.
yeah.
Clubs and sticks and stones. Yeah, there's definitely some symbolism going on for sure. I appreciate it. I'll tell you that much. That was badass. This guy loses his arm too. Ugh. The violence. Oh,
Yeah, he gets
man,
messed up.
I miss
That-
good violent anime. So we have our.
Family
I took
picture.
the family picture. I took a photo of this because it's like, is that her? Is she the little girl? I don't like I know there's a meaning here, but what is it?
I'm assuming the guy that just got his arm shot off is the dad in that picture.
Maybe I
I'm
don't know.
assuming. I don't know.
It's hard to say. Right?
I
Because
thought go ahead.
different point in the movie, I think I see him with the samurai hat on, fighting as well. So, is he dead? Is he alive? Like, I don't know.
There's a lot of stuff going on
But
for sure.
Roy, you were saying?
Well, that picture, I mean, who's holding the picture again? I thought it was the girl that's driving the
No, it's in the
Challenger.
next, right here. He's holding it.
I think that's her father. I think this is like the backstory.
Yes. There's something going on.
And
Like
her father's in that picture. She's the little girl in that picture.
Yeah.
everyone just got killed, and he's gonna make weapons to get back at them. That's what I have going on here.
All right.
So I'm trying to understand.
Lightsabers.
And I'm gonna mute out for a second too. So
No worries. But yeah, it's like you get a little bit of that Kill Bill going on there. He's gonna make a
Absolutely.
sword, you know. We're gonna get revenge. Oh man, this is the symbolism of this is so awesome. It's with
Yeah,
that
you've
killer
got to
music.
watch it a bunch of times.
Yeah, it's one of those ones you're gonna be guys. You have to watch this. You're gonna be studying it for years. Like you walk away with so much from this.
And the amazing thing about that is that there's absolutely not a single line of dialogue between
No,
any of the characters.
none. No one talks.
There's not even a narration. The only part is where they sync up with the lyrics later
Mhm.
on. Later on in the show. I'm sure you have like a screenshot of that kind of scene, but
Mhm.
yeah, that's the only part where there's any kind of semblance of them saying anything. It's just actions.
Yeah, and they do speak louder than words in this
Yes,
case.
they do.
Now we'll wait for Tronics to get back. I named this one. Oh, let me find it here.
Badass.
It is literally named Badass Cyber Samurai. I'm like, whoa. You don't see that very often in anime anymore. This is more of a 90s theme. And I'm sure Sturgill Simpson can appreciate that because he's 41
yeah, I was gonna say his age probably has something to do with.
The
with the
media.
style of this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I had to look up where he's from because
I read that he lives in Calgary, but it says he's from Kentucky. So I'm like, what? Like, who's right here? Getting any
Why
real
would
info?
anybody go to live in Calgary who wasn't from there?
why would anyone go to live in Calgary ever from anywhere at any point ever in their lives?
Yeah, really.
It's
I don't see
Calgary.
the logic in that.
Like drive through Calgary.
Maybe he played there and someone thought he was a local.
I might stop in Calgary to take a dump.
Get some gas.
Yeah, get gas. But like to actually, yeah, and maybe check out a restaurant or two.
Right.
They got a couple.
They have a zoo, a really nice zoo. If you like going to the
They
zoo,
do
I
actually. The
do.
Calgary Zoo is a really nice place.
When it's not flooded. Who builds a zoo on a floodplain?
Calgary. Calgary builds a zoo on a floodplain.
What's in the Edmonton River Valley? What, some bike paths and stuff like that? Oh
There's a
no!
zoo.
Oh no! Our zoo's not in the River Valley.
Yes, it is. It absolutely
It's
is.
up on
You
the
go-
hill.
Well,
It's part of the River Valley. It's
yeah,
kind
you
of-
go through Horlack and it's right there on the bike path. The zoo.
It's above the floodplain.
Well, yeah. We've got a nice. I like our zoo. I like the zoo here. It's the Storyland Valley Zoo. You can't.
Does it have cinders?
Yes, it does.
No,
There's cats
it
there.
doesn't have
Look, she's looking right at the camera.
panda cats.
And no, she's not upset. See,
She looks like a red panda, kind of.
Yeah.
What breed of cat is that?
Ragdoll Manx mix.
Ragdoll.
Manx.
I know somebody who loves ragdoll cats.
Oh, that's why she's so floppy and cuddly. And the Manx part makes her crazy when she runs around like a.
Like a Manx.
Yep.
So this picture here is called the Scavengers. You can see the people. They're What there's scavenging junk like
They're
metal and stuff.
yeah, they're trading metal for whatever they shoot out of the.
Yeah. Well, now with that, we got to go to the next one. These containers, which I'm assuming are the drug,
Yep,
or
they gotta have that
Nutrient
purple
paste.
stuff in them.
Oh, do they?
I'm guessing. I don't know. It doesn't show.
I named this Soylent Green as people.
Mm.
That makes sense.
They're all
So-
masked up, so I'm doubting that it's that drug. I think it's like actual nutrients and water. Like,
Yeah, nutrient paste.
yeah.
Soylent Green is people.
hmm Spoiler alert.
Oh yeah. So this one here, I
Zoom,
named.
zoom.
No. I said, hell yeah, take that, Vin Diesel. Keep in mind, I'm pretty wasted when I take these screenshots, so I name them stupid things, but that's also a talking point. Screw you, Vin Diesel.
Wouldn't this be more like that motorcycle movie where he jumped his
Bike through the train.
crotch rocket on top of the train and landed on the top of the train?
What movie is that, Roy?
Um,
It's like the biker version of Fast and Furious, and it
Like
didn't really go
the guy
anywhere.
just lives in his riding leathers, never takes them off.
Never showers.
there's a couple. They're all really bad movies,
Oh.
though.
That one.
Yeah,
That
it was terrible.
There
Yeah,
was there was one I forget what the name of it is, but this
I
drug
don't.
dealer like kidnaps his girlfriend or something, and then the drug dealer they give him this Ducati 1199,
Ooh.
and he's got to do drug deliveries with this bike, and halfway through the movie he's like, "You've got it limited to 100 horsepower. That's not enough."
Oh, that's that Italian one.
Yeah.
And the guy was actually going to go pro racing.
Yes,
I watched
that's
that
right.
one. I watched that one.
Yeah.
Well, the one
What
I'm
movie
talking
is
about.
Is Biker Boys.
Biker Boys, yeah.
No,
So-
that's the one Julian's talking about.
No, the one I'm
Oh.
talking about is Torque.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh, the one from the 90s or like the early 2000s.
early 2000s. It was-
2004.
It's so ridiculous. That's
That's-
the worst movie.
Your whole life is based on that movie.
I just watched a dirt
No.
bike movie
God no.
last night, like motocross racing.
Cool.
It's called Something's War. He's like a war vet that was a motocross racer before he signed up, and then he got blown up in the war and had like pins in his back and stuff like that, and got back on his dirt bike and started racing again.
Sounds awful. Wait.
Bennett's War.
Oh, maybe I'll watch that actually later.
Check it out, Bennett's War.
Bennett's
Roy, you
War.
should check it out too. You want to be motorcycle
Okay.
gang? Check out Bennett's War.
Okay, well I have to get my motorcycle fixed first.
Dirt Bike Gang. Who? So this,
This Friday I
named-
can be loud.
I named this one the Purple Meth Party Boat.
Mm-hmm.
And
That purple meth, I think smoking it causes thyroid issues because our skinny clown is
give me a
grown to
second.
about.
We'll
500
get
pounds.
there. We'll get there. We'll get there.
I have a
Look, you can
simple
see him.
question about
You can
this
see him in the
though.
corner.
Do you think they're just mixing meth with purple Kool-Aid powder?
Or maybe like cough syrup.
I think it's something that's been aerosol, or what do you call it when you aerosolize
It's something that we don't have yet.
Yeah, no, it's something we don't have.
So in this scene, it just simple. Fuck this. Kick it into high gear. I liked it. I don't know. Everything I like. Yeah, man. This movie's getting a really good review. Tell you that much. So we got our titular bad guy here. He's hanging out, doing his thing. I named this stupid asshole. That's the name.
Look how his legs are crossed.
He's a
Okay,
stupid
he's
asshole.
got red socks.
And no package.
You know who else wears like weird colored socks?
Tell us all about it.
Justin Trudeau.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you missed my stream at the start of Raid Shadow
Yeah, he started
What
playing
was it?
Raid Shadow Legends today. He's talking
Yeah,
about the Prime Minister of Canada.
yeah. It's like, and so, the king did this. I'm like, you mean Justin Trudeau did this? Hey, the storyline fit.
What can you do?
I have no
Huh.
comment. I'm just gonna say that that guy has the same kind of fashion sense as Justin Trudeau. That's all I'm gonna say.
Excellent. Let's leave it there. Now, this one is called The Big Reveal.
Ooh.
There she is. All right. Now, this character, I just enthralled. I want more. Like, can we just have a series about her adventures? Because I'm in, completely in.
What kind of? It seems like they're using like 3D animation, but they're using like a cell shading rendering.
It's with watercolor painting. There's a lot of stuff going on. This is some difficult stuff.
I
I
don't
do
think this
3D
was.
renders.
Yeah, I don't think this was fully animated in a digital studio. I think a lot of it was drawn.
Maybe.
Right.
She's still got the. She stole that helmet, eh? She must have stole that helmet from
Papa.
because the tag's still on it. Up in the corner, you can see it.
All right. Moving on, as usual. But still, awesome character. Absolutely love it. Wasn't surprised, kind of expected it. Now, this one just says she is fucking badass. I'm in. I love this kind of stuff. And go here. So he's cutting checks and cashing his cards. What was that? It was like he had all these receipts. Every time he kills someone, he has a receipt for it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He's nuts.
There's something there. He might be getting paid to kill these people. We don't know. We need
Possibly.
I think this guy symbolizes like the
Impossible.
corporations and like the powers that be.
the greed.
Yeah, and
He's got
then
the credit card in his hand.
his right hand man there. That's like the media, and
Right.
that's the purple stuff, the purple clouds of shit. That's like the bullshit that the media spews that everybody just eats up.
Yeah, we're all eating it up. Just
Mm-hmm.
24 hours a day while you're locked inside.
Yeah.
I actually
Sick.
am not. I'm too busy playing video games and watching movies.
So, this is what Mobius was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
What
Thyroid
on
problem.
earth? I,
What
I
happened to him?
I named this one Yo Mama, but what on earth, right? Terrifying. Just terrifying.
Somebody got into the Scooby Snacks.
I,
Now, go ahead.
I think that the mask, because like back in the day, back in the Victorian era,
Mhm.
he has the same kind of white mask, face paint kind of thing, and then the hair. It's obviously a wig because back in those days, in the Victorian era, all the rich, well-to-do people they were like very promiscuous, sexually promiscuous, and back then they didn't have any. I don't think they had antibiotics or
No.
condoms, so everybody had syphilis and syphilis was just eating everybody alive. It was making them go bald. It was giving them blemishes on their skin, and that's kind of that's why those people wore that face paint and had those weird wigs on. That has nothing to do with the fashion. It was somebody did it, and then I mean, not everybody was like that because of that, but I think it just caught on as a fashion thing. But little did
Yeah.
people know
Men wear pantaloons and tights.
that these people they wore that mask, though that makeup and those wigs because their bodies were just teeming with
Parasites.
syphilis.
And those stupid wigs are still worn.
Moving on from the wig talk, this one I called Force Field. Comments? Suggestions?
I can't say anything yet because I don't want to spoil what's about to come.
Right. Now, as we were talking,
All right,
I'm
before
like, oh
bef-
yeah. I
uh,
just named this Oh Yeah.
and
Okay.
before you continue,
Oh yeah.
it's a Gundam. Ah!
So, this is where we get a little confused about the vehicle situation because her Dodge Challenger and the engine is obviously a bike, and my car is a bike now.
2 bikes. 3 bikes.
One bike and 2 Gundam.
Robots.
Is that where they came from?
Yeah, they're part of the car.
Oh my god, dude. See, I gotta watch this again.
4
because
wheels.
Oh,
They each have a wheel. Her bike's got 2
yeah,
wheels.
this is like a Voltron situation. Okay, I'm in. Like
That-
I didn't really get what was going on there. I'm telling you this. Now I do. Okay.
This is actually my favorite scene of the whole movie.
Yeah, my bike is a car now. Awesome. My car is a bike now. I mean.
and
A bike
2
with 2
robots.
Gundams.
Yeah, that was absolutely sick. Let's move on. Like, so yeah, okay. You know, it's funny. The first time I watched this, I thought those Gundam things were the bad guys, and as we find out, they're not. But now that they're part of the cars, you've explained. It's like, oh, okay. Now we're gonna get into my favorite part right here, and I named it Dance Number. So this is where this is when the mushrooms or the acid starts kicking in, and you're wondering what the fuck is going on, because that's exactly where my like what the hell is about to happen. Why is this going on?
All right,
But I
so
love it.
before we continue,
Okay,
my wife actually watched this whole show with me,
did she?
and she asked me, "What are you watching?" And I'm like, "The movie we are reviewing on Friday." And I'm gonna tell you what she said about it a little later.
Oh, really?
She
Excellent.
has her opinion of this show too.
Okay, we'll move on and let's go there. Here we go. So this is when they go into a full-on effing dance number while they're telling some sort of story.
They're showing the storyboard for what's happened.
Yes. And I love this scene. They're so, I don't even know, random and crazy.
Bollywood.
Bollywood?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, definitely.
Very Bollywood.
Damn, our hero can dance. She's into it. She's having fun. I love that. I love it when characters have fun. There's something, just, man. It's
I
like seeing
don't.
people enjoy themselves. And right here, I noticed on her helmet, there's a pack of Lucky Strikes.
Well, that's what that was.
Isn't that cool?
Hmm.
I'm like, hey, those are Lucky Strikes. In a post-apocalyptic world, man, a pack of Lucky Strikes would be worth quite a bit.
Yeah, probably a couple hundred
Ooh.
bottle caps.
So what you're saying is, if the world goes to shit, I should get a whole bunch of cigarettes?
Yes.
All right.
Moving
Well, that's their
on.
currency in prison.
Yeah, you can buy a human being for cigarettes.
I don't want to do that, but maybe some water and
So,
bullets.
I just call this one "Everyone Dance." Why not? Because it goes straight on music video at this point
Yeah.
for a good couple of minutes while the song finishes, and I was in. I'm like, this is hilarious.
I think 3.5 minutes for that song.
And moving along, she's looking badass. She's looking good. I'm in. She's happy.
The
Got a
Band-Aid,
couple of severed heads in their.
And you know what? I
In the
can
back
see
seat?
I can see them in the back. Oh yeah. So what I loved about this is while she's driving and the music's going, you know, the heads are singing. They're singing too. They're synced up to the music, right? So You got the severed heads on pikes singing along to the song. I absolutely love that scene.
You got Syphilis Cloud Man and Matthew McConaughey.
Right. Can you guys
They've been
discuss that for
defeated.
like 30 seconds?
This picture here.
Yes, I'll be right back.
Well, if you actually watch this movie, this scene here is going to be a little bit confusing in about another 6 or 7 minutes, and I'm not going to tell you why. Roy might, but I won't.
Uh, well, I don't know. Up to this point, I think the timeline is disjointed in this movie, and that's why we're
No,
seeing this now.
yeah, it bounces all over the place.
It does. There's that
It does.
one part. I don't know. Did you get shots of the that one town with all the
Yeah,
bald people? Okay,
it's
okay,
coming up. It's coming up.
okay.
Trust me, I actually
Yeah, the timeline fucks with me
I didn't do
sometimes
this
in
like
this
the
one.
other ones where I just take a picture every 3 minutes. I took important ones for a change.
Yeah,
That's
for
good.
this movie bounced around more than the Tarantino movie. It was like,
I like that though. I like having to re-examine things, and especially when it's this much fun. Like this is a very fun film,
Yeah,
in my opinion.
definitely.
So I like this. It was like a grid world. Like I'm like, what is this? And that's like, is that her navigation? What?
Did- did you
Yeah.
skip
That's
a
the
whole
skateboarder.
section? Did you skip a
No,
whole like 2 songs?
no, not at all.
I
Never.
think you did, motherfucker.
No, no, not at all, dude.
Okay,
I'll
Joe.
get into and there
Yeah, the
is
Mm.
skateboard scene.
the skateboard. I'm like, I named this my board. No,
That's
things are expensive.
definitely some symbolism. I think that's like the destruction of play and childhood and innocence and
What? Skateboards aren't for children.
They're 40-year-old men. Okay, let's move on. So yeah, this is a
what
maybe a
kind of trucks are
GoPro.
those?
Oh, those are indies, bro.
Hmm.
Yeah. Sorry, I can just tell. I don't know what
Looks
kind
like
of
a
wheels.
well-used board, actually.
Yeah, used and loved.
Hmm.
But I think that's a GoPro shot. I can't. I don't know. It's hard.
It's animation.
No, this is actually someone skateboarding.
Yeah, it's a real.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That goes. This is.
Well, they can't push for shit.
I call this one Hell Yeah, Let's Skate. Well, you're in a fucking hazmat suit. It's a little. And then this one's called I Love This Goddamn Movie.
This scene sequence is actually my favorite in the show, other than the car jumping onto the train.
Cool. And this is where I kind of, because that's supposed to be her, right?
This is when my wife went, "What? That was a girl?" I'm like, "You didn't know it was a girl skateboarding?"
Well, as far as we can tell, this is supposed to be the main character. My notes simply say
So,
she looks nothing like that anime chick
so
whatsoever.
this whole sequence, skateboarding through the city, picking stuff up,
Right.
it's Beijing.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it? Huh. I can see that. I've been there. Yay. I bought a fake iPhone there.
Oh, I'm not saying it's Beijing. I'm being told it's Beijing.
Oh, well, we have an expert
We
helping
do.
out. But yeah, she looks absolutely nothing like that character. Is this the guy's girlfriend? And he's like, I'll put you in a movie? I don't know. This is the only thing I dislike. Sorry. It's kind of ugly. Moving on. See, look.
She's not.
Lin
No.
said she looked like a boy.
So, yeah, my notes on this are fuck that shit. Back to the anime, please. That's what I named it.
Whoa.
Sorry. So we'll move on once again. Boom. And this one is, who is this guy? Friend or foe? Discuss.
Papa.
Yeah,
Like
it's
that's the
dad.
dad?
Pop.
I think that we're going. I think this is where another part of the disjointed timeline. I think it's kind of.
Yeah. He's the dude that made the two swords.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I agree.
But he looks younger here.
Yeah, this is back when he was,
When he was a young
a
man.
kick-ass samurai.
Cyber Samurai.
This was back when he was a young warthog.
Right. When he was a rich man. This looks like watercolor to me. I don't know.
If I were a rich man.
And there she is.
As a
Right?
little kid.
I know.
Just wearing her dad's crap. Playing make-believe.
So
Okay.
this one basically says, is she his daughter? What's going on
I
here?
have one thing to say about this scene.
What's that?
Anyone that knows anything about Japanese culture knows they do not carry two katanas. I forget what the other one's called, the dagger, but it's like seiku or something like that.
Yeah.
Is that right?
No.
Something similar.
Well, what's it called?
It doesn't matter. We got to move along. If you want to get into it, like this is like Neo Tokyo. It's not. This is in ancient times.
But
That's
her
a good movie.
father
That's a good movie.
was live in ancient times, still forging katanas, so he would teach her the ways of the past.
Technically, if you want to get into that, she'd never learn to use a katana. She'd be using a
Chopsticks and-
Naginta kata.
A wooden sword?
It's a pole arm, so it's a
Mm-hmm.
traditional weapon for females in Japan. It says, it's a long pole with a sword on the end. It's
Didn't- Was it only China that had those like bladed umbrellas?
yes. Move it along. I don't want to get into martial arts. I've been watching too much martial arts stuff lately. So this one here, it's entitled "These Bastards Keep Slaves for Fuck's Sakes." You know?
Yeah, you can't be a 2019 music video without bringing this up.
It does. You know what? It works. I don't care. And we go in there.
I couldn't find any, if it has anything to do with the main plot, or is this just like a side story?
No. It is because I'll get into it. But the first person I showed there is, I believe, the driver of one of the mechs later on.
The first person. Oh, 59?
Who's buzzing?
Who's buzzing here? Is it
Buzzing.
me?
I don't hear anything.
Hang on. Yeah, your mic's buzzing, dude. Is your phone by it?
Oh. Your phone is... Sorry.
That's all right. We're actually doing pretty good here, so I don't think the audience is gonna mind.
No problemo.
So this one's called they burn them all. They sacrifice themselves and they kill everybody.
No,
Except for 59.
He decided that'd be better to burn the whole place down, even though the other ones were stuck inside, than to leave them as they were.
I think that's another female.
Mm.
I don't know.
And a kitty. Aw.
Yeah, this scene here, I just named it. I love cats. Cats fucking rule.
And I believe this is back in the U.S.
So now we're getting into more esoteric and weird stuff that's in the film. Like this part, we know what happens. We don't need to talk about it. It's sad.
Our review of the film now, the stream is actually longer than the film itself.
Yep.
Yes, it is. I could probably talk about this for like 3 days. Just because of so much. Oh, man. So is that DNA? What is this? This is the
Hair.
point where it's like I'm so
Hair.
high, I don't know what the hell's going on.
It's hair.
It's hair.
It's hair. All right. That's DNA. Like the way that it was flowing though in that scene, it had as a kind of a DNA thing going on. And I'm like, who is this? It's just weird.
Don't know.
This is a slam at all the glammed out movie and music stars that are in the world previously and currently.
So, as Mobius was just saying to everybody, our review has gone longer than the movie, and at this point, I got angry. I got really angry. I'm like, what? It's over? I'm like, you can't be serious. That's it? But I always sit through the credits, right? And
Yeah, actually, I watched this twice, and the first time I actually closed it at this because I was like, okay. And then the second time I watched it, and I was running around in the kitchen, doing stuff in the kitchen, watching
right.
it from the kitchen, and then it just kept running, and then whoa, hold on, there's more to it.
And we got this weird Statue of Liberty type symbolism here. I don't know what this was, but it is so weird. I had to get a picture of it.
Because they're holding cell phones. I don't know. There's hands holding cell phones behind her, and I don't know what all that other stuff is. Somebody's got some background noise.
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
Thank you. Now, yeah, that was just so strange. I'm like, it's like, okay, man, the mushrooms are hitting me full force at this point.
And there she
There
is
she
again.
is. There she is again. I was like, yes, there's more. Thank God there's some more. Like, no way. I thought the movie was over, and I felt sad. So I
Yeah.
wanted some more really cool, like, 90s anime action. It's like, oh, that's it? Nope, there's more. So, guys, if you're watching this, don't turn it off yet. Get in there. Keep watching. Don't forget to tune into WSQUID AM 4300.
you don't do that show anymore.
Yes, I do. So, yeah, this is just me being drunk. Just saying, she's so badass and I want more, more, more. Yeah, it's when my reviews tend to fall apart. I'm probably like 10 beers deep at that point.
This character deserves her own series. But before we go on to final thoughts, stuff like that, I'll be right back.
Sure.
So talk about this picture for a few minutes.
I don't know. Why does she have a band-aid on her face? Why does it make her look cute? I can't tell you these things, but I like it.
Maybe it's a tattoo.
A tattoo of a band-aid on her face.
Why
That
not?
is, dude, she's badass enough. Maybe she did that. I can deal with that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's talk about something very boring. I got nothing here, but
Well, I mean, what's going on at this point in the movie? I kind of forget.
this
The
is
Gundams, the robots, the final battle is yet to happen.
like, are they also motorcycles or what are those things? Like,
I don't know. They're like,
they're dancing in the music video. I thought they were bad guys. I was confused.
no, I think they're with her. At the end, there's kind of a, towards the end, there's kind of a thing, but
Well, as we saw in the photo that Tronix pointed out, they were in the car with her. They're part of the car.
yeah, yeah, they're part of the car.
So, I'm getting a deeper understanding of the movie, even just doing this review. This is excellent. It's excellent material, everybody. You guys, if you like this movie, click subscribe. And if you guys have movies that you think we should watch and review, click subscribe, leave a comment, let us know. We will take requests and review whatever you guys want.
All
here
we
for you.
ask is, in return, if you ask us to review a specific movie, let everyone know that
Yeah,
we're
put it on your
reviewing
social
it.
media.
Yeah.
Put it on.
Share it.
Put it out there.
Yeah, we'll
If you can
review
think of a
anything
movie
you
you
want.
want us to review, just put it in the chat, put it in the YouTube channel.
Just
If you
be,
know one of us personally, say, hey, why don't you review this? We'll
Yeah.
talk about it, and
But-
then we'll put it in.
if you do, be kind and spread out that we're reviewing the movie for you.
That's
Be
right.
kind and rewind, but also
Dirt Bike
subscribe.
77, whatever.
Trevo. But this year I'm like, now we're playing a tactical RPG?
Tabletop.
Yeah, because you see the bad guy in the corner there, and then
All the trains.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is. It's just
That
getting cooler by the
hexagon or
second.
whatever. That
Yeah, you got the
hexagon
trains.
grid
And,
that's in all your typical tactical tabletop games.
yeah, Forge of Empires, the battles are like this.
Hmm.
Now, guys, if you play Forge of Empires, make sure to hit subscribe, because we play Forge of Empires.
We do.
Thank you. Our guild is called Wampa's Retreat. Join our guild. But before you can join our guild, you have to hit subscribe. Thank you.
On my YouTube as well.
So, what on earth did I name this?
Big bada boom.
Oh, I know, I named it, oh my fuck, I need more of this movie.
Just of that character, like the rest of it can go away.
I want to know more about the Gundams now, too. I think that the one slave is driving a Gundam, and maybe her dad's driving one of the Gundams. I don't know. I need more. Sturgill. Come on,
Make
buddy.
another album.
Yeah, get fucking.
Or make another video to one of your other albums. You have like 3 or 4 out. Come on, buddy.
This is just like.
The whole face.
What's the. I named this Friday Night. Oh, God, I'm sick.
Yeah, Friday night.
Who's
I did
that,
say whole face.
Who's that woman from Underworld?
Oh, Kate Beckinsale. I wrote a
Yeah,
song about her.
She kind of looks like Kate Beckinsale a little bit.
Now, guys, if you want to hear a song about Kate Beckinsale that she's never heard and probably would dismiss as a disgusting pervert making songs about her, go on over to my SoundCloud page. That's soundcloud.com/JulianOrbit and try to find the song called Hide. Check it out, everyone. And hit subscribe.
I knew you were going to say that. Do you see that? I was already pointing.
So this one is, who the fuck is this? That's what I named it. I'm like, what? What's going on? Who is this?
He's got
It's
the
like
gun.
a rifle sword.
Yeah, fuck,
Gun
what?
sword.
It gets more and more interesting as we get closer to the end, and I'm looking at the time, I'm like, no, don't end. Can't this be like 2 hours long? And there she is, just like badass as fuck, man. You got the knuckle tape, you know? She's got the cigarettes, she's got the helmet, the leather jacket. I actually want a leather jacket exactly like that. I'm in.
I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be a
I don't
leather
care.
jacket made out of like samurai armor.
I'm in, okay? This is 2020.
I
We're
like
supposed
that
to be
she
like
just-
futuristic.
I like that she just wraps her chest instead of actually wearing a shirt, though.
I'm in. No, dude, that's easy access for later on.
I got cat hair in my mouth. Damn it,
There they
Cinder.
are again.
So there's our friends.
Yes.
Decapitated. But they're not singing at this point. She just kills them. I'm like, oh.
Excuse me?
Well, they look like they're singing.
She didn't kill him.
Wait.
Her Gundams killed them. All she
Yeah.
did was cut the head off the fat dude.
Right. See, this is like... Right, you're right. The Gundams. The 2 Gundams. And as I was saying, I think the one Gundam is piloted by the one slave.
59.
Wait,
59.
you didn't show the scene where she got the purple shit shot in her face and she like fell over backwards like And you're like,
Yeah.
how did she get their heads on her swords when they just
That's
beat her?
that's literally this scene. I just
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
There's the purple stuff all around her.
And then they thought that her little Gundam, I don't know, unicycle things were dead, and they came back and they're like, nah, we ain't dead. You nuts?
Right here, right there's the scene right there. And I think her father's piloting one of them, and the slave chick is piloting the other one.
And this should
That's
just be this. You should just name
maybe.
this one. Yeah, yeah, boy.
I'm in. I want this as a poster. I'm gonna print this out.
That would make a
That
great
actually
poster.
would be a really good poster.
The second image, the second of all the images you picked where the ships are flying through the air. If I had a poster, I would probably maybe pick that one. But this is also, and there's writing on their heads.
Yeah,
I'd like to know what that is.
This is probably the best scene, whole movie right here.
It made my hair stand up. I had goosebumps at this point. Too bad that one YouTuber can't do a reaction video to this. I'd really like to see her react. I'm just kidding.
Nobody, no.
No one wants to see it.
Look out behind you!
Behind you, be careful.
Did that thing ever show any actual words on it? I don't remember.
No, I just took a picture of it. Maybe? I don't know.
You see the big thumbs up in the background?
Yes, I think that's why I took
Yeah,
it.
that's Mr. Cool Mountain.
Mr. Cool.
Mr. Cool Mountain has a giant thumbs up on the top because it's Mr. Cool Mountain.
By the way, this last one, I named it I Love You. Jesus Christ, have another drink, buddy. And here we are. This is it. We're at the final part.
Go beyond
show.
love and grief.
Musashi
Exist for the good of
Miyamoto.
man.
That's right.
I can't
good
believe
quote.
you. I know what you guys did during World War II.
I wasn't alive.
I
Yeah,
know.
I don't know.
I know.
I don't know anything. Let's not talk about anything so fucked. We're talking about movies.
This is my
Anyhow.
sixth life. I have one more after this one. 3 more.
Perfect.
Do you see who they dedicated it to? Do you have a screenshot of that?
Joe. They dedicated it to Joe.
It's never gonna happen, dude.
No,
No, this is
Carol
that's
Baskin.
Nate
Her
said
husband.
it. Nate said it.
that's all I got. So, you guys can take screenshots too,
I could, but
Disco Fever. Well, I got that in my head now. But
I couldn't
let's
watch the movie on my couch if I was taking screenshots.
yeah, we're getting well, yes you can. You have a keyboard out there. It's like pressing a button. So, since Chronix showed up first, we'll start with you, my friend. Let's get into it. Phew.
All right. Well, first, I'm gonna.
Would
tell
you recommend it? Hang on.
Wait,
I asked the questions here.
First, I'm gonna tell you all what my wife said about this movie.
All right, let's hear it.
She asked me why I was watching it. She said it was very dark, and it was a really weird movie to be watching with the current world events.
Very true.
That's what she
Interesting.
said. That's what she said about this movie. And
Cool.
also, she said, "I didn't know that was a girl." To the girl skateboarding in the hazmat suit.
Right on. So, would you recommend it?
No.
Really? Why is that?
The only 2 people I know that would actually enjoy watching this movie are on this live stream with me.
Okay. Would you watch it again, though?
No.
Really?
No.
Not your thing? Can't believe that. Wow.
I was sadly holding this up to the standards of Interstellar,
Mm.
and it's a 2019. I'm gonna say it's a 2019 attempt at Daft Punk's Interstellar by Sturgill Simpson, who's trying to make his album into an anime film that goes with his songs.
Well, I think he
But
succeeded, though.
Daft Punk had a cohesive this song to this scene. And Sturgill Simpson, his music just a lot of the time I'm looking at what's happening and I'm listening to the lyrics. I'm like, what? Like,
Okay.
you couldn't have done something else? Like, it
So
doesn't match up. Doesn't match up, buddy.
what was your WTF moment?
Um, I actually,
If you had one or not.
wait, I'd kind of have to say when the dude got that guy's arm shot off, got killed because I thought he was going to take that guy out. The six shooter guy. I thought he was going to take the six shooter guy out.
Right. So what would you have done differently?
Okay, oh, fuck, cat hair. Sorry. Instead of trying to be Tarantino, I would have went a straight timeline, beginning to end. You could still put your Bollywood dance section in there, everything like that, but just skip the bounce around. Maybe put which imaginary city it's taking place in on the screen. Because at one point I thought we were in the U.S. and Nevada, and then I thought we were in Tokyo, and then China, then Singapore.
Hey, for all we know, they're on a different planet.
Let us know what's going on, man.
Right. All right. And moving to Mobius. Would you recommend this?
To some people, it's hard to say. It's not for everyone.
Right?
Wow.
It's
I'm like the
definitely not for everyone because I know, like, people who enjoy, movies about people on beaches having parties and doing nothing else really relevant, but they enjoy it because there's, nice special effects and bouncing titties and shit.
Bikinis.
Yeah, I don't think that's the kind of crowd I would recommend this movie to. I'd definitely recommend it to people who like to watch something that they're going to think about later.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely recommend it to like people who kind of like to watch something and then think about it after. But if
Right.
you're just in it to watch, if you're just in it to see tits or special effects or, you know, in the moment kind of movie, then no, I wouldn't.
Mindless entertainment.
Yeah, it's not mindless. It's really cerebral because there's no dialogue, and I think there's a lot of it's laced with a lot of symbolism and a lot of symbolism that has to do with what's going on in modern times,
Okay.
and you got to read between the lines.
Wow.
But if you don't follow what's going on in the world, like I haven't been on
Or
the
if you don't
internet.
care, if you don't give a shit,
I haven't
it's
been on
it's
the
not going to be
internet
relevant to you at all.
for like 5 years until we started doing all of this. So I have no clue what was going on, right?
Yeah,
And would you watch it again?
yeah, several times because
Excellent.
you know, there's a lot of crap in there that I don't get, and I kind of want to understand it better. So
Same
I
boat
did
here.
enjoy it. I did definitely enjoy it.
Your biggest what WTF moment in the film?
Um, Probably that scene with the one song where they had the slave village, and I wasn't sure how that was relevant to the plot. I mean, because there was a plot, it was kind of disjointed, but I thought that part of it, although it was well done, it was okay. I'm not sure how it was relevant to anything in the movie, but it
Well,
was there. I mean, to me,
I
it
think
was
this
just there.
discussion though kind of curbed that though
Maybe
because
clarified a little bit.
I think she's the one Gundam pilot. So
Is she?
yes, I'm like almost I'm
And
say
why did
99%
she
sure.
kill her entire village? I mean, that kind
I
of.
think that was the only way that she could escape, right? She's like their
Well, the
last
only way that
hope.
I
I
think
think somebody had to get rid of those assholes that were enslaving
I
with
think
people.
she did it to free them because they couldn't escape, but she did. So it's either let them continue to force labor or just blow the whole place up.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's
It's better
see
to die than to suffer.
symbolism. And what would you have done differently if this was your movie?
Uh, exactly like Sean said, I would have had a cohesive plot based on a more solid timeline. Um,
Right.
it just it that kind of threw me off a little
The
bit, and I
bouncing,
understand.
right?
Yeah, and my guess is actually because I thought about it and I was like, okay, well, I think they're doing it because the song order might have changed,
Oh,
and
right.
because that happens a lot in albums. They'll be like, no, no, like we can't have this song third. Let's do this for
That happened to my
towards the
album.
end. Yeah, and I think maybe that's what happened with the plot because the animations were done to the album at a certain time, and then maybe they changed the order. I don't know.
To pay to change the video would have been max.
Well, you begin some guy like me and they're re-editing it and being very angry. So maybe do a bad job after. Excellent. Okay. Now, for myself, would I recommend it? Yep. Would I watch it again? Several times. Gonna watch it. If I can get a hard copy of this on Blu-ray, I want it. Netflix is nice, but I want the physical medium. WTF moment, the dance number, that just got me. I didn't expect it. Maybe I was a little wasted when I was watching it, but that I'm like, what? I loved it though, absolutely with all my heart. I love this character. I wish she had her own show. Only thing I would have done differently was maybe a little bit of exposition in there, just a tad. You don't need too much, just a little bit.
Exposition.
Yeah, explain things. That's what that
Ah,
means. So that that's it. The timeline could, the way it is, it could have worked with just a little bit of text, like a little text bubble. Whoop, you know, explain things. And I would have taken out all the live action crap,
hmm.
all of
The
it,
the
Yeah, me
whole
too.
Shanghai scene.
all of it. Just get rid of it. It took me out. It took me out of the movie far too much.
That 100% was Shanghai, man. Like that was in
All right,
China.
so now we're at that part, guys. I feel sad. I'm saddened that we're near the end, everybody. Oh no. But it's just the way it works. That's life. So, how many stairs? Tronics. What's your
The
stair rating?
the lack like I enjoyed the animation. I enjoyed what story I could follow, but the cohesiveness and it was so jumbled, and like you said, there's no context. Like I couldn't get into it.
Hmm.
Um, if they had a solid flow like Interstellar, where it tells the story like page by page,
Mm-hmm.
I would have been more into it. But it was jumbled. It was all over the place. I didn't know where I didn't know what was going on. It was the past. It was the present. It was all over the fucking place.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the music was good and the animation was good. I just didn't like
It's
the
pretty badass.
telling of the story. The way they told the story, I didn't like. I wanted the cohesive,
Mm-hmm.
linear timeline. So I can only give it 120.
Whoa! Didn't
Ooh,
see that coming
I
at
like the
all.
music.
ooh,
I like the animation.
Ouch.
They killed me
oh.
on the story. They killed me on the story.
Okay. Mububbius.
Um, I'm kind of with you, Sean, on the
Cohesiveness.
plot. Yeah, the cohesiveness of the plot. The timeline was jumbled. Um, it was hard to follow, and I think a second watch helped it out a lot for me. But I mean, as far as the plot goes and as far as the story goes, it feels like it's like it's like an art or like a viscom, visual communications high school teacher was like, okay, here's the story. This is what we're gonna do. Here's an album of songs. Team one, you're gonna do that. Team two, you're gonna do that. Team three, you're gonna do this part. Team four, you're gonna do that part. You choose whatever medium you want,
I'll agree with that.
and I so it kind of, and like you were saying, Julian, the whole live action part kind of threw me off. I didn't like it that part too much,
I wonder if that
but
was his girlfriend.
who knows? It was probably just an actor. It was the only actor that they hired
It's
to
only
do
one actor
everything.
in the whole
Yeah,
movie.
yeah,
That's why I'm thinking maybe
absolutely it
that's his
was.
girlfriend, you know? Like,
Hmm.
this guy's bankrolling this thing. Get your girlfriend in there.
Yeah, or maybe she. Yeah. Anyway, um, but you know, I enjoyed the animation. I enjoyed the visuals. The story that they were trying to tell. If there's something to it, if it's not just like a story that, it's not just a taking it at face value kind of thing. Like if and I think there is some symbolism in there. If you
Yeah.
have the mental energy to invest, if you want to invest the mental energy into watching this and trying to read between the lines, then I think you'll enjoy this more. Like I said in that one part, it's not for everyone, um, and I think this stream here is going to be a perfect example because Sean, your rating was pretty pretty low for like how we've all kind of praised it for what it's good at, but um,
Oh, I said things. I never praised it.
Okay,
praise it
go
for what
on.
it's good at, Anyway, um, I want to give it 155 because I think there's a lot there and there's a lot under the surface, and I want to watch it again. I want to watch it a
Mhm.
third time because there's kind of layers to it.
I just, I'm stuck on. There's so much they could have done.
Yes. But he probably had a budget too. Like if I,
Yeah.
animation is not cheap. So I'll give it, especially with some of those renders, that had to be expensive. My God.
Oh, I
They're
get it, but I don't know. Like maybe Roy's right. They jumbled the album, so that's why it was all screwed around in the
Disjointed.
timeline.
Yeah, maybe.
But
I agree with like there was different teams doing animation because we're going through different animation styles. At one point it's watercolor, right? So
the other, it looks like a comic book.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
Oh, sorry,
different mediums.
manga.
okay. Well, I'm gonna give it my review now, everybody. But well, I gave it a review. I'm gonna give it my rating. I mean, I'm giving it 170 out of 200. I want more, far more. I want that character to have her own series. I want to know more about the mechs. I do want just one animation team. Um, I don't even think it even needs to have words ever.
Cohesiveness.
Exposition, not worried about cohesiveness. Exposition would fix that.
Don't they
Just a little
say to
text
be
bubble.
continued?
No,
I think they
I
do.
wish.
It
No,
probably
they do.
costs too much, man.
Yeah, but in all honesty, a text bubble, a lower thirds, something going, 1994, and
I was
then
like,
2007. Yeah, just anything
Something.
to explain the timeline,
like
it would have fixed it. But
that
I
that
am giving it that rating.
that old man that looked like he was in New York with the kitty.
Mhm.
Like that was out of nowhere. I'm like, is this like when it all happened? Like
Exposition. That's what I'm saying.
you're
That's all
trying
it
to.
needed.
I'm sitting there the whole time trying to piece together what's happening, and that's why I gave it my rating.
All it needed was a little text bubble
Yeah,
here and there, explain the timeline a little bit. It would have been fine. And the live
enlighten us.
action. It honestly, I don't care about any of that other stuff. It lost 25 stairs because of the live action crap.
They could have just animated that.
She didn't
I
need to be there. I'm
I
sorry.
actually thought it was.
On top of it, she looks absolutely nothing like the character, so it's like, what? What is this? It was weird. That took me out of the story a little too hard. But no, it's 170. That's a good rating. It's a really good rating. I love it. I want to own this. I'm gonna watch it several more times. I actually like this guy's music. I don't know why they call him country. It doesn't seem like country to me, but
It's not country at all.
yeah,
It's
there's
like,
lots of synths in there. Like,
No,
oh man, I still don't know the
not even
rock band
close.
I'm thinking of, but it's like CCR meets like,
Black Keys,
sure,
a little bit.
like one of those like slower, low, like more chill rock bands, you know?
right?
Tame Impala.
But
Maybe
it's
like
pretty. The
even
music's
White
better.
Stripes or something like that. Like anything,
Yeah,
just
White
like
Stripes. Yeah, a little bit.
it's like
Okay, guys.
CCR and White
What was
Stripes
your
join.
What was your guys' favorite songs? Um,
During the dance number, whatever song that was, it was awesome.
I like the first one, the very first one, the intro.
Oh, the
Um,
intro is amazing too.
I'd have
Yeah,
to listen to them again, but I actually think the Old Man Scene was my favorite that I was listening
the
to.
song. Musically, music, and the
Oh,
I,
the music was great.
oh,
Like
the music was
the
awesome.
honestly, the music's the only thing that kept me from turning it off because I didn't turn it off on the credits because the music was still playing. I'm like, I want to hear the rest of the song, like what's
Yeah,
going on. And then all
Wow.
this other stuff happened during the credits. I'm like, oh wow.
that's stuff I would listen to,
Like,
and
the
I
yeah,
loaded up on Spotify too after.
the music kept me in the movie,
Yeah, I'm
and
gonna buy his album.
that's my problem with it. The music kept me in the movie.
Doesn't
Like
matter. You've
it's,
you've you've said your piece.
I
Everyone
know.
said their piece now.
Yeah.
Let's
Do you want to change your stare rating now?
No,
no.
No.
Okay,
I'm
then
I'm I'm where I am.
Okay.
okay. I think we have consensus here. So
All over the map. 120, 155, and 170.
all over the place, but we're all different people, right?
Mm.
So
Exactly.
if you agree with my rating, click subscribe. If you agree with Tronix's rating,
Click
click
subscribe.
subscribe. If you agree with Mobius, click subscribe. Now, if you completely disagree,
With all of us,
click
click
subscribe.
subscribe.
That's what you gotta do. Leave a
Or
comment.
don't, but we'd like to have you watch some of our other videos and
That's right.
see what ratings we give to other movies.
Yeah, and if you're
Because
not clicking subscribe, you're a douche.
are we not doing
You're a
Deepwater
clown.
Horizon on Tuesday?
Deepwater
Uh,
Horizon on
Just
Tuesday.
about to bring it up, everyone. So on Tuesday, we're reviewing Deepwater Horizon for our one user,
Oh,
Dirt
we have
Bike
more than
Action
one.
77. Well, he requested it. You request it, we do it.
We've
Get a
got
review.
neon green too.
Well, if she wants to request something, let us know, please.
I'll ask her.
And Julia, we're not doing Charlie's Angels. Please quit requesting it.
And
Charlie's Angels.
you know what?
It's like, no.
Yeah,
I'll-
no,
I'll-
we have to
I'll-
do it.
I will fix that for you, Julia. I watched Charlie's Angels. My only problem with the movie is they took the
No, don't.
engineer chick.
Stop.
Are we gonna do a
We'll
proper
we'll
review
review
of it?
it.
Oh,
We'll review
fuck.
it.
I'll give
Okay.
you a review right now. I watched it.
No. We'll actually do one. It'll be a
I wa-
stinker review.
I
God.
watched Fantasy Island last night.
Oh, what do you think?
Yeah. I
You-
would say
You
about
should have been on the review with us.
140, 135.
Nice. Good. Yeah, I think that's where
Would you
we were.
recommend it?
Yeah, definitely.
Would you watch it again?
No.
WTF moment.
When they revealed who the actual bad guy was, that actually caught me off guard.
Why wouldn't you watch it again?
Why wouldn't I watch it again? Because the plot's just kind of
You don't need to.
yeah,
Like you
yeah.
watched it once, you already know everything.
Look,
Yeah,
we find
'cause
out who
it's twists
Tattoo
and
is. The
turns
end.
and blah blah blah. Yeah.
But guys, we're dragging out this show for no good reason here.
Yes, we
Okay.
are.
So guys, thanks for tuning in. Make a request. Click subscribe. Go check out all the links in the description. Love your cats. Love your kids. Love your mothers. Happy Mother's Day. Love Zardos. Zardos. And you can't break this human spirit. And I love you all. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good weekend.